The reason why we're looking at how organizations create content is because maybe the way that we create content today is a bit out of date. We have very long been living in this paper world in which we use a lot of paper, use a lot of non-digital formats to engage with our customer, but that has changed, of course. And now we are talking to a digital customer who is on his iPhone, who is on his computer, who is digital all the time. So we also need to provide him or her with the digital content that she wants. The problem is that the way that we create content today is made for this paper world that it was in the past. It's very long, it's very complex, it's very expensive, and that is what we need to change. That is what we need to find and make better. So the way we create content today is still a bit like we create content for a paper world. And there's actually 4 types of challenges that tell us that this is right. The first one is that content creation is very expensive. We use a lot of resources today to create this content. Content creation takes a very long time. It can take up to 4, 6, 8 months to create a small campaign with a few assets. And part of why it's very long is because of the complex LMR, which is the third thing. LMR is very repetitive on a global and a local level. We have to go to multiple rounds of review. And the final part is that there's no consistent customer experience. We don't have a good consistency between the different channels that we use or between countries from one another. And that will not allow us to understand the performance of our content and improve the content accordingly. The way that we create content is not for digital, but more for a paper world. We have identified the 4 challenges: high cost of content creation, long time to market, complex and lengthy LMR, approval processes, and the last one is the customer experience that is affected by this way of creating content. Now, there's basically 2 ways how we can move into the future. Either we continue on the path that we're on today and we spend a lot more money, get a lot more resources to create more content. But the other way is to say, okay, can we just zoom out and think about content creation as a whole, and can we rethink this content creation? Can we change the way that we create content to kind of shorten the time to market, to create more content with less resources, and to structure the approval processes with the end result that we can create a holistic experience for the end customer.